And we're so happy to be joined by Dvir Hollander, who is a tour guide and a member of Kibbutz Ramat Rachel. Hello and welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
It is so great to be here and to think about the fact that you live here, and I know you said your wife grew up here. It's really not a bad place to have as a backyard.
It's definitely a wonderful place to raise a family. You know, also for us, my wife was pregnant with our first child. You know, you start thinking of different things, and the kibbutz seemed like a perfect place to raise a family.
Talk about the uniqueness of this, you know, other than the fact that we know that we're really close to Jerusalem. You think a lot of kibbutzes are kind of on the outskirts. What was the purpose of it when it was founded in the 20s?
So I think we really, like you said, we have to think back 95 years ago when the people came here, and Jerusalem was not as well established as it is today, and it seemed very far out in the middle of nowhere, and there was nothing around us. And they started this place with the vision that this place will serve the city of Jerusalem. If it was as masons, if it was building roads in Jerusalem, and later on dairy farm, egg farm, you name it, services for the city of Jerusalem.
Specifically, wow. Yeah. And so it was like really formed by a group that were really committed to, you know, kind of the trades, so to speak.
Committed to the trades, committed to hard work, and committed to living as a commune. No rich, no poor. Like, it's not the only kibbutz in Israel. You know the concept, perhaps a challenging concept today in
our logical minds of capitalism.
Yes.
I guess case in point is that, you know, not all kibbutzes are still kibbutzes in the classic sense. So this is one of the remaining ones where people are really living
correct
according to the you know, I mean, the original tenets of kibbutzim.
It's a good point. I mean, you have today about somewhat 200 kibbutzim in Israel. The title is kibbutz, this kibbutz or other kibbutzim, but the way that the salaries are shared over here, a lot of equality, not a lot of privatizations. Kibbutz Ramat Rachel is definitely one of the few that, like you said, has remained that way.
Right, and that's kind of, I imagine, the beauty. Do you feel it kind of in the ethers of the whole? Like, do you feel being here like you're in a way you're living in the past?
I think we live in an area that the past is everywhere. I think we're preserving something from the past. Having said that, there are also the challenges of how do you bring that into the future? Is this way of life the best way for
your children?
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
What's it like for your kids living here? I mean, do they?
I wish I was a child on Kibbutz Ramat Rachel. Yes.
I guess that says it pretty perfectly.
Yeah.
And I mean, do you know, are you affected about everything, you know, that's happening in Jerusalem? Like, do you feel also living here it is still part of Jerusalem, or you really do feel like you're, you know, kind of in the country even though you're so close?
I think to a certain degree it's the best of both worlds, right? You need something from the big mall. Jerusalem is nearby.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to wear masks and everything. COVID, you suddenly in the fresh air, as you see surrounding us over here, so it's a bit more laid back. So I think it is definitely the best of both worlds from that perspective.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, it's just so beautiful. Even like the way things have been done here. I mean, we've been able to take in so many of the different sights and sounds. And for you, I know you're also a tour guide, and you know, with a special focus on Jerusalem. You know, what are you feeling? Are you hoping that, you know, soon we're going to be, you know, back to Jerusalem being a place where people are, you know, coming all year round, and, you know, and we're open for business again?
Jerusalem is a place of hope, and also a place that for the wrong reasons makes headlines. I think it's always important to remember the fact that Jerusalem usually is not in the news, right? Being the holiest place in the world for Jews, being the third most significant place in the world for Muslims, being the most significant events in Christianity happened all in the same place. The fact that usually Jerusalem is not in the news perhaps is more incredible. So once we're not in the news, I encourage everyone to come and see it in their own eyes, because there's nothing like this place. There's no such place like it. And if you also add a visit to Kibbutz Ramat Rachel, you're up for a bonus.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Well, thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you, and I look forward to coming back and hanging out and bringing my kids.
Thank you. I would love to host you. Thank you.
Sounds great. And we'll be right back after the break.